in my eyes, the biggest goal that I have is to win the Kelly Cup. And I want to win it here, and I want to win it here over and over again until I can't play anymore, period. I want everyone to know that I want to be here. I want to play in front of this city. I want to be a part of this blue-collar community, and I want to win here.
I honestly don't think there are words to explain the joy and the excitement it would mean to bring a championship to this town. It's something that we've always dreamed of. This organization has wanted for years, and we've all been fighting and gotten so close. It would be something extremely special to be part of that group.
You know, when people say what keeps you up at night, that is one of the things. To think about the rally around the Walleye winning a championship, that is stuff that, you know, dreams are made of. People might say, well, that'll be a party that lasts a couple of days. It might be weeks with Walleye fans. It may never end, actually.
And the last 10 seconds are going to tick down as Toledo's going to fall to Idaho 5-1 here in Game 5. And they will lose this series by a final of 4-1.
It's always in the back of our mind. I think coming up, you know, as short as we did, and you know, even the team the year before, the thing. I think we're right there, and I think the team we had last year, you know, I think we all believed that we were good enough to do it. So coming up short the way we did, it was obviously disappointing, and you know, something a lot of guys took personal and you know, had a hard time with, I think.
Last year, the group that we had and the people on the team and how good we were, the win streak and everything that was around it, to have it kicked out from under us, it's like getting kicked in the nuts. And it was almost a worse feeling last year than the year before. So there's definitely some vengeance in my head, like I want to win no matter what. But in the end, it's one of those things that I have to look at it as I got a chance to play with some amazing human beings, being Andrew Sturtz's, Thomas Ebbings, guys retiring, that Albert and Henny. Like, if you look at it that way, it sucks that they all went out that way.
It's gut-wrenching, you know, especially for the guys. You know, we knew a lot of guys, it could be their last year playing hockey. So, you know, we always said, you know, not only do it for our organization, but do it for those guys. And I think it kills you inside to get that close, to kind of see it right there and not get the job done. It's sad, it's frustrating, you get mad.
And there you see what's next for Dan Watson. You know, he's going to be a hot commodity in coaching circles in the American Hockey League.
We begin 13 Action News at noon with breaking news on the Toledo Walleye. Head coach Dan Watson is leaving the Walleye to become head coach of the Grand Rapids Griffins in the AHL.
I'd like to thank the entire Toledo Walleye organization. Joe Napoli, Neil Newcomb, you know, my bosses over the past couple years, 13 years, been really, really instrumental to me standing here today, so I thank them.
When Dan Watson and the decision was made that he was going to move up to Grand Rapids, I'm not even sure if the ink had dried on the press release before there were already inquiries coming in from around the United States and possibly even around the world of coaches that were interested in coming to Toledo.
And when we were going through the interview process, we said, what would make this the best process possible? We said, well, what if we leaned into our former coaches, Nick Vitucci, Dan Watson, Derek Olone? What if we asked the Red Wings to participate, Sean Horkoff? And Neil and I said, well, let's put this group together and let's see what we can develop.
you know, when we got down to the final few that we brought in to have, you know, some further, deeper conversations. I think with Pat, there was just a part of him that you could tell he was a student of the game. You could tell he just had a passion for it. And there was just something there that clicked, you know, and I think everybody was drawn into him. And you know, his experience from playing, his experience as a coach, and just felt the vibe there with him, felt like it was really a good thing. Without further ado, I hope that you all take a moment to welcome the 4th head coach in the history of the Toledo hockey franchise, Mr. Pat Mikesch.
Talking with Joe and Neil through the entire process, there was a lot of get to know me, and you know, basically reporting on, you know, not just hockey, but the culture that I believed in, and the, you know, community involvement that, you know, I've been part of at different levels of hockey. And so I think they were doing a lot of research on me, and then, you know, I felt that the second phase got more into, you know, what I'd be able to bring to Toledo and to the development of players, which is, you know, what ultimately we have to do that, and we have to put on a great show for our fans, but, you know, we want our players to have that ability to move up and play at higher levels.
Everyone is really excited for Walleye hockey, but our announcer Bob, he's really excited.
One minute remaining. 1 minute.
Thanks, Bob.
You're welcome.
How do you describe what Toledo is like to other people?
I start off by saying, I'm going to tell you how it is, but it's not going to do justice. It's I can only explain so much, but you have to be there to experience it because it's that much better than what I'm explaining.
It's the NHL East Coast League. Probably the best way to explain it. You come here on any given night, we have over 7,500 fans. In terms of our team and how we're taken care of, you're taken care of like NHL players. We have strength conditioning, we have full-on massage therapist, we have everything you could imagine, and a lot of places don't have that. So as a big pitch is coming here, is it really is playing in the NHL while being in this league.
It's as special as it gets. I tell people all the time, you almost have to experience it to believe it. This is the most passionate fan base. I rival it with any organization at any level. No matter where you are in your career, your junior hockey, your pro hockey, I don't care if you make it all the way to the NHL, this may be one of your best experiences as far as the fan base goes. And it becomes part of something bigger than anything you've ever experienced, and it makes you want to win for them. It's a unique situation, and I'm saying it because I experienced it for 2 years, but I think any player that played here would talk very similar about it.
Wow, did I miss this place? Wow, wow, wow. It's almost like you can't really put into words how much it means to play here, and I think it's more than just a hockey team that you're coming here to play for. You're representing a city, you're representing people, you know, the hardworking people at Toledo, and you know, they, you know, spend their hard-earned money to come watch us, and you know, they're here every night supporting us no matter what, through good, through bad. So just having them, you know, support us all the way, and even the way we get treated, you know, from top to bottom, it's second to none. It's a first-class organization, and it's something that, like I said, you almost can't put into words how good it is or how special it is to be a part of this organization because of just everything they do for you, you know, as a person, as a hockey player, just everything in your life, every little tiny detail. They're helping you any way they can.
It is Major League Hockey as much as it possibly can be, with the moniker of minor league to it, but at the end of the day, you go to a walleye game, it's just different, and it's hard to explain sometimes until you're actually there. Probably the best people that sometimes have explained it are the folks that actually experience it.
We literally want your hair to stand up. We want you to get goosebumps. So our team, the people in this building, really take that seriously. They take creating fun family experiences, and they really want it to be exhilarating. They want it to be goosebump material, and they deliver.
Peers around our league who will come to want to check out the walleye experience, and the comments you'll get from other executives around the ECHL who will tell you this is absolutely amazing. Some who will tell you that their socks have been blown off. Some of them who will tell you, like, I don't get it, and they mean that in a positive way. Like they don't see this at the minor league level.
It's every little thing that you see that happens at a walleye game is well thought out. It's from the ribbon boards to the music selection, to the video board entertainment, to all of the fan interactions, all of the cheers, the chants, the goal presentation after we score, Bob Vergil's and the chili chant. All of that is really under the microscope, and our team focuses on it and says, how do we make sure that this is a stellar experience? It's phenomenal, it's fantastic. And you know what? They take it seriously. And to be in one of those brainstorming sessions, a fly on the wall, it's intoxicating. It's too much fun because of the brilliance of the group in the building.
It's really excited. I mean, Toledo, everyone's just ready for hockey, and I know that that this is a hockey town. When I came from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I've been here ever since, and it is a hockey town. Everybody's excited, including the workers. What we're doing now is throwing the first layer of water to level the floor, the slab. What it's doing now, it's going where it needs to go. And then that'll give me a nice level floor to start with. Afterwards, we'll start to throw our first layer and continue from there. Give me 2 more now, 2. It takes a lot of work and dedication. It's an art, it's like an art. So we need people to help me paint the dimensions, the face-off circles, the gold crease, and so on. So we got a team that everybody cares. Our HVAC team, operations, ice crew, we all work together, man, and we make it happen.
Big thing for me coming to Toledo was the culture is in place. It's not as big of a group coming back as there might have been. It's going to be so important that the returning players talk about what it's like to be on this team, what it's like to be part of this organization. My education coming to Toledo was what was so special about the culture, what makes playing here. Yes, the fans are amazing, but there's a lot of places with amazing fans that just guys don't like being around each other. They don't gel well together. We need to find a way to build that. It's the returning players who are going to be front page on it, and it's our opportunity to learn from them. Okay, day in, day out, we talk with the assistants over what type of player we were going to bring in, we were going to sign. So much of that was built around these type of decisions, calling your former coaches, everything like that, to build a little bit of knowledge that was going to help us.
The expectation is what we'll refer to it as all year long, is it's there, and this fan base deserves a team that's going to go out and do things the right way and represent the city of Toledo well. And so with anything you're doing in life, I mean, if you're not feeling some pressure to take your next step and to be better and to get better in your role, then you're cheating yourself. So I mean, this is a great opportunity for me, and you know, I truly believe the staff that I have in place and this team that we've put together is ready to go out and represent them like we want them to.
We're going to win a lot of hockey games. I have no doubt about that. We are going to score a lot of goals. But what are we going to be doing at the end of the year? Playing those most important games. Okay, I know there's so many people that have been in this room that are Walleye already that have played in very meaningful games and they haven't gotten that last one. We have to build as a group so that at the end of the year, that last game, we're the best team on the ice, off the ice. Our minds are all set around what it takes to win. But that doesn't happen in October, doesn't happen in November, it just builds. It builds and builds and builds until we get to the end of the year and we're almost on repeat mode. We repeat performance after performance because we know what that expectation is to wear that jersey. Okay, I'm excited to get started tomorrow. There will be fans there. I don't know how many. It's open to the public. That's why it's going to be a nighttime practice. So get yourselves to the rink. You won't have Jonesy tomorrow because he has other responsibilities later in the day. So you're going to be somewhat on your own. Make sure your bodies are prepared. We are not going to be putting you in situations where you're going to be dog tired. We've got breaks within the practice. There's a little bit of structure. A lot of it is flow tomorrow. All right, have a great evening, and then we'll get back after it tomorrow. Here's our 3 lanes. First one, we're going to take it on the run, even though it gets stalled. Watch the Detroit winger closest to us here at the wall. He has to slow himself down because he doesn't want to get all the way out to that wall where you're going to get pinned. It's slower transition. He pauses, gives his stick time and space. We've got through the 3 lanes. It's actually the 4th guy that gets to come through. A nice little play at net front. Next one here, we're going to watch our numbers. Even with a good flood, good push through, we're 2 versus 5 right here. Okay, now what are we going to do with that puck to make sure we get the play in the other end? Put it into a good area, put it into a first touch, and now we get some riding time in the O-zone. But that's all a decision that was made at that blue line. 2 versus 5, we're not going to beat many players at this level. Let's make sure we're putting it into an area we get to play again.
Training camp. What are these 2 weeks like, though? As everybody wants to get to the games and all those things, but like, what are these 2 weeks of training camp like?
It's a lot of teaching, right? We have 6 or 7 guys that came back that know the systems, that didn't just come out of college and were thrown into the lineup. So as a lot of guys learning new things and learning new terminology. So these 2 weeks are a grind in terms of mentally. The physical part is what it is. Like, you come into training camp to work hard, period, just to make sure you're ready for games. But for everybody to come in and understand all the terminology, to understand all the systems, to go about it in a professional way, that's what training camp's all about.
It definitely is a grind, but I think it's a good grind. I think we get to learn, ourselves initially as a team, our weaknesses, our strengths. But it's a big learning period. A lot of new guys learning the new systems. Even us returners touching up on the systems and all that. We went all summer not playing in that system. So I think it's a great learning time. A lot of questions being asked, which is good. But it is hard. You're on the ice a long time each day. You have workouts, team bonding stuff. These days do get long, but I think in a good way, that's what we need. Guys getting into shape and stuff like that, and kind of learning how each other play.
I think they're big for us. I mean, especially as a team and a group, just kind of getting to know everyone and getting to kind of build chemistry with your line mates, your D partners, whatever it is. It's big, and just making sure we're all on the same page for systems, because there's a lot to go over. There's a lot to touch on. A lot of guys coming from different leagues, different spots last year, so. You're used to doing stuff differently, so just having the new guys in here, I think training camp's good just to kind of get everyone on the same page and systems wise and our schedule wise, all that stuff. It's just good to get to know everyone and get on the ice and just have fun. I mean, build a bond with all the guys, because it's going to be a long year. So so far it's been good. I mean, all the guys have been getting along great, and practices have been high tempo. They've been good. They've been fast. So it's good. We're just kind of holding each other accountable and making sure that we're prepared when the season comes.
Hey, we got to be friends this year.
Now we're going to grab it on the run.
Will we be in our good spots here?